Yes. So, maths quiz. Maths quiz will be there on chapter triangles and its types. Triangles and its types. Questions such as fill in the blanks, pick the correct answer, okay, and identify the type of triangle, give its meaning, okay, or you can say give a property of right angle triangle, give the property of isosceles triangle. Questions like this will come. It will have around 4 to 5 rounds. Okay. It will have around. Yes, Hannah.
Oh, ma'am, I think my Zoom is having a problem. Ma'am, I'm not able to see the whiteboard again.
You're not able to see the whiteboard again?
Yes, ma'am, it says collaboration failed.
Okay. I will send a picture of the whiteboard to you, Hannah, later, okay? After the class. I'll send a picture of my whiteboard to you after the class. Okay, 4 to 5 rounds will be there in the quiz. All of you will get the chance, and all of you can participate in the quiz. Okay. Now, what date will it be? That also I'll just write it. I'll give you a date. Just give me a minute. Let me open the calendar. Okay. So, okay. 5th of June, maths quiz will be held on 5th June. Okay. By 5th June, I want you all to prepare the triangles chapter nicely for the maths quiz. Okay, questions will be displayed on the screen and you will be given a chance to answer. Okay, 5th June,
ma'am.
maths quiz.
Yeah,
Okay.
and by August, on August, I won't be joining for classes. I'll be going into Hardik's classes. Just saying.
From August onwards.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, Joshua. All right. Okay, that's all for you, Joshua. You may leave now. I'll see you after the breaks, Joshua. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye. Now, for Hannah and Johanna, Zoe, about the science holiday activity, you have to prepare a presentation. Okay. You have to prepare a presentation, a PPT, on any one topic from your book. Okay. Presentation based on any topic.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, Johanna.
Is there any topic that we learned?
Yes. Any topic that you learned, any concept of science. Okay. Any concept of science that you've learned till now, any concept from your book.
Which means chapter.
Yes, chapter, not the full chapter, but any topic. Okay. You don't have to prepare full chapter, not the entire chapter, but a topic. Okay. For example, let's say your topic that you've taken is parts of the plant. Parts of the plant. Okay. Let's say this is your topic. So you will be making slides. Okay. Let's say first slide is your introduction. Okay. Second slide would be stem, about the stem. There will be picture of the stem and about the stem. Third slide will be roots, types of roots and pictures of types of roots. Okay. Fourth slide will be flower. Okay. Picture of flowers, or you can also add one more slide and add parts of flower also. Okay. Parts of flower also you can add in this. Okay. Fifth slide. Sixth slide will be your fruit. Okay. You will write about fruit. You'll put a picture of fruit. Seventh slide is gonna be leaves. You will write about leaves, okay, and you'll put a picture of leaves. So this is how you are going to prepare. Now, parts of a plant is not a chapter, okay, that is not a chapter, but parts of a plant is a topic from the chapter that we just studied, and these are the parts of plants, and every part you can put once in one slide the picture and the details about it. Okay,
So we have to do like 7 details.
yes, 7 to 8, minimum 7 to 8 slides you have to make. Any topic that you are taking, 7 to 8 slides you have to prepare. If you are preparing joints, types of joints, you can prepare pivot joint, ball and socket joint, hinge joint, okay, and so on. Joints you can prepare. You can prepare on parts of the flower. You can prepare on any topic that you want to. Okay, you can prepare on mode of nutrition, autotrophic and heterotrophic. Types of heterotrophic nutrition you can prepare: herbivore, omnivore, carnivore, parasites, saprophytes. Okay, on that
Ma'am,
you can prepare. Yes, Hannah.
ma'am, can we take a topic which we have completed, but the chapter we have not completed?
Yes, yes, you can take. Okay, you can take a topic which we've completed, but even though the chapter we've not completed, you can still take it. You can also take topics which you know, but we have not done the chapter yet. Okay, if you go through the book and you find any topic that you like, but we've not studied that chapter yet, that also you can take. Okay, now you have to prepare this. You have to add images, you have to add a background, you have to put the text, the font. Okay, and then after the headings also, you can make the headings bold. Then you can choose another font for the matter, nice background, images. Okay, you can use either PowerPoint presentation app, Microsoft PowerPoint presentation app. You can use Canva. Okay, you can use any app that you want to make the PPT.
Ma'am, my
So we
system
do
doesn't.
with
Ma'am, my
Yeah,
system doesn't support with PowerPoint. Ma'am, can I do it in Canva?
yes, you can use Canva. What about Johanna?
Should we draw a diagram?
Diagrams? No. Drawing diagrams is not necessary, but saving a picture from Google and putting it in the presentation you have to do. Okay, you have to put pictures, not draw diagrams. You don't have to draw diagrams, you have to put pictures. Okay, now this all will be prepared in digital form, you know that, right? Maybe in mobile or in computer you will be able to make it, or in laptop. Okay, this thing will be made in either mobile, laptop, or computer.
What does
What,
it mean by
Johanna?
putting pictures?
Say again.
What does it mean by putting pictures?
Putting pictures. Putting pictures, Johanna, means adding images in your presentation. Okay, adding images in your presentation. That's the meaning of putting pictures. Okay, I'll show you what putting pictures means. Okay, now 7 to 8 slides you have to put. Okay, any topic in science. I'll give you a date for this. Okay, just give me a minute. 9th of June. I will check. Okay, 9th of June. I will check this. 9th June. Okay. Why 9th June? 8th June, I'll give you an off because I have an exam. My last exam is on 8th June. Okay, so 9th June we will meet. What you have to do is you have to share your screen and show the presentation, and then you have to explain what you've written. Okay, you have to explain the introduction, you have to explain about the stem, you have to explain about roots, you have to explain about flower. Okay, like it doesn't have to be very big lengthy things, but just 4 to 5 sentences. Okay, just 3 to 4 sentences about each thing you have to explain, all right, while presenting. So
Without
that
we have to by heart.
No. You don't have to do it by heart. Okay. You can keep the presentation open in front of you. Okay. You can look at it and say it in your own words. Okay. You can say it in your own words. Like you can explain it in your own words. You don't have to memorize it. You don't have to do ratification, by heart, learn and come. No. Okay. You can keep the PPT open in front of you. Okay, and then you can look at it and you can say it from like by your own, okay, in your own words. All right, explain what's written in your own words. Little you can explain in your own words. Okay, that is about your science presentation. Okay, that's about. Yes.
Ma'am, you said that the science presentation you will check on 9th June. Ma'am, the math quiz will also be on 9th June, ma'am, or only on 3rd June.
Maths one is on 5th, quiz. Maths, it will be a quiz that will be on 5th June, Hannah. Okay, 5th June, maths quiz. 9th June, science presentation. Okay,
5th June maths quiz.
yes, 5th
Ma'am,
June, maths.
okay, ma'am, in between, will there be general classes?
Change your classes means, say again.
No, ma'am, till 9th June to 5th June, ma'am, will there be any general classes in between?
Will there be any general classes in between? Yes, Hannah. Yes, our regular classes will go on. It will start from 3rd June. Okay, our regular classes that we take now, right now, our regular classes are going on. Like this, it will start from 9th June and it will go on till, means it will go on until your course is over. Okay, in between the classes itself, we will have the quiz. Okay, on 5th in maths class itself, the quiz will be there, and 9th June in science class itself, the science presentations will be there. Okay. Anything else? Any other doubts?
Should we write notes about the science presentation?
Should you write notes? No, you don't have to write notes about it. You can just write it in the slides that are there. I will show you how what a presentation looks like. Okay, I'll show you what a presentation looks like. This is a science presentation about natural fertile soil. Okay. Introduction is there. Pictures are there. Okay. Why soil matters for life. Okay, that's the introduction. Then what is the role of soil? That is their key role. Like you can see images, you can see matter also. Okay. What is composition of soil? Okay. What are the things present in the soil? What is the benefit? What are the benefits of natural soil? What are the threats to soil fertility? Okay. Sustainable soil management. You can see pictures, heading. This is heading. This is matter, description, and pictures, photos. So every slide should have these three things: heading, photos, and description. Should this be arranged in such a way like, ma'am, this much is there? No, not necessarily. Okay, make sure what you've written now. See, this font is very small here. In this one, the font is very small. I want you all to make it bigger. Okay, like this. Okay, like this. I want you all to make it bigger, make the font bigger like this font also. I want you all to, this is Canva app that I'm using. If you want to know, this is Canva. Okay, this is the
How
matter.
do we get this?
How do you get this? It is on Play Store. You can download it from Play Store app. Okay,
Ma'am,
and
it is
this,
also available in Chrome.
yes, Hannah, say again.
Ma'am, Canva is also available in Chrome. I use it in Chrome.
Yes, Canva is also available. You can download it, Johanna. Okay. This is like the images, heading, and content. Okay. You can go here in the templates. Okay. Select a template, presentation template. You can write here science presentation. Okay. So it will show you templates. Here are the templates. These are free. Okay. You can select any template. This is not free though. This one is not free. You can select any template and use it. Okay. Like this one. This is also a science template. Okay. So you can edit it. Like you can press like this here and edit it. You can write whatever you want to. Okay. You can use this. You can use PowerPoint presentation app also, Canva also. Whatever that you want to use, you can use.
So we have to write our own words in there.
Yes, you can write your own words. You can write from the book also. You can use the internet also. You can use Google, you can use the book, or you can write in your own words. Okay, all of it you can do. Okay, now what I'll do with you is I'll quickly finish up the science portion that we've been doing. Okay. Let me open that. See if we are able to finish the chapter today. Now, in the previous class, we talked about symbiotic relationship. Okay, today we'll talk about how nutrition in amoeba takes place. Okay, how nutrition in amoeba takes place. Okay, now amoeba we know is a microorganism. Amoeba is a microorganism. We can only see it using a microscope. Okay, we can only see it using a microscope. Now, amoeba is a single cell being, single cell. Now, organisms are of two types. Either they have only one cell or they have many cells. Human beings are multicellular, cow, dog, cat are multicellular, okay, because we have many cells. But amoeba, paramecium, nucleus, okay, egg. These are all unicellular, means they only have one cell. Okay, one cell. Amoeba can change its shape continuously. Okay, artificial legs called join are found in amoeba, which have the shape of a finger. These give motion to amoeba and help them collecting food. Amoeba is a single cell which has one cell membrane, central, and other food vessels. Amoeba takes small food by join. These get stuck to the stomach. Okay, what happens now? See, this is amoeba. Okay, this is amoeba. These two long leg-like things that you can see are called join. Okay, now the food particle is here, so it will move with the help of these legs, and then it traps the food. Okay, then what happens? It traps the food inside. Okay, they like come and then join together, and then it trap the food particle inside. And then the digestive juices present in amoeba. Okay, see here it's written. The amoeba has stomach which secretes digestive juice. Okay, and this digestive juice changes the food items into smaller and simple food items, and the amoeba digests it and gains nutrition. Okay, through the legs called joints, it takes the food in. It is broken down through the digestive juices and gets digested in the amoeba. This juice also helps in the absorption of food items in the cell. The substance gives energy to amoeba to do many work. Non-digestive food is excreted from amoeba. Okay, and the basic structure of digestive system is same in all the living beings. This helps in simplifying food items and release energy. What does digestion does in humans? It helps in breaking down the food particles, the solid food particles, absorbing them in the body, giving energy to our body. That's what the digestion system does of every organism. So next, what we are going to study is human digestion. Okay, now see, 11.2 of science is homework for you all. Okay, 11.2 is homework for you all. And digestion we will do. Now, the digestion process means digesting food is divided into 5 parts in the human body. Okay, first we eat food. Okay, first we eat food. That's called intake. Then the food is digested in our body, digestion. After digestion, absorption. The food is absorbed, the useful substances is absorbed. After absorption, utility. The important substances are retained in the body, salts and water. And after that, what is left is excreted out of the body. Excretion. So the digestion of food, first we eat food, second it's digested, third absorption of the nutrients, number 4 utility means absorption of minerals and water, salts and water, last one excretion. Okay, now intake is done through the mouth. The food taken or eaten by human mouth is passed through a continuous pipe. Okay, it passes through a pipe present in our throat. Okay, and it starts from the mouth and ends on anal. Okay, anal is the part from where you excrete. Okay, that part from where we excrete is called anal. Okay, and the pipe that starts from our mouth is joint connected at the anal. In between eating and excretion, digestion, absorption, utility, all this takes place. And then the food is excreted out. Okay. Now, there are following areas of this pipe. which are, this is basically that pipe starts at our mouth. This is anal, okay, where it ends. Now, first is mouth, okay. This is mouth. Then you have food pipe. Then you have stomach. These that you see, these two things are large intestine and small intestine. The inside one, small intestine. The outside one, large intestine. And then this is anal. Or anus, from where we excrete the food. Okay. Now, first is mouth and mouth intake. Mouth is used to take the food inside in humans. The process of taking food inside human being is known as intake. The process of eating food, taking it inside, is called intake. Okay. Then teeth. There are 32 teeth in the human mouth. 32 teeth. Okay. It helps us in chewing the food and making it soft so that we can swallow. Okay. Can we directly swallow a chip? Imagine if we are not biting it and creating it into like a party. Can you directly like swallow a chip? No. Can you directly swallow a bite of an apple without chewing it first? Directly? No. Okay, so that's where the function of teeth comes. It helps in breaking down the food. It helps in making the food soft. Mix it with saliva, making it soft so that it can go through the food pipe. Okay. Now, every teeth and gum has a separate socket. Okay. There are 16 teeth in the upper jaw, and 16 teeth in the lower jaw. Okay. The teeth are of 4 types. In our mouth, the teeth are 4 types. The first one is known as canine. Okay. These two front teeth are called canine. What do canine do? They help in cutting the food. Okay. They help in cutting the food. You must have seen if you eat chicken or if you eat anything, like you cut it like this in the front teeth. We don't put it the back here and cut. No. We tear the food with the front teeth. Yeah. So this is canines used to tear the food, cut the food. Next is incisors. Okay. 2 on each side. Here. These 2 after the canine, and here these 2. These are known as incisors. Okay. Incisor. They tear apart the food. Okay. Tear apart the food further. Cut the food, canine, incisors, tear apart the food further. Okay. Premolar and molar. Then after that, the 2 teeth. Okay. That is these 2 are premolar. Molar means they are wider. These 2 premolar. They help in grinding and chewing the food. Okay. Basically, the function of premolar and molar, the back teeth, the back ones, is to grind and chew the food only. Okay. function of premolar and molars are to grind and chew. Then these big ones at the end, the wide and big ones are molars. These are also molars. Okay. You can see here the shape of them. The first one is canine, the second one incisor, the third one molar, the fourth one is wide one premolar. The third one premolar, last one is molar. Okay, these are the types of teeth. Saliva glands. You know that in our mouth we have salivary glands present that release saliva. Okay, and helps to make the food soft and changes the food to sugar. Okay, glucose. Um, Salivary glands. Okay, saliva glands. Tongue. Tongue is a muscle organ. You know that tongue does not have any bone. Okay, the tongue doesn't have any bone. It is just muscle. It is linked at the back side of our mouth, the back side in of our mouth. The other part is free. This front portion of the tongue can move in any direction. Tongue does a lot of function. It's used to speak. It also helps mixing saliva in the food. It also helps in pushing the food to the food pipe. Okay. So here, see, our tongue has, what are these colorful dots? Taste buds. Okay. Taste buds. Now I'll write it down. This here in this part of the tongue is bitter. Okay. This part of the tongue is sour, like a lemon. This part is salty. This part is sweet. Sweet taste buds are there. Okay. At the front part, the tip of the tongue, it is sweet taste buds. After that is salty taste buds. Then after that is sour taste bud, and in the back we have bitter taste buds. Okay.
How about spice?
What about spice? Spice maybe somewhere between sour and salty. You can feel the spicy. Okay. You can feel the spicy. You check it out on the net today. This is your homework. Check out where the spicy taste bud is located, or from which part of the tongue we feel spice. Okay. Now, there is another function of tongue with which you are familiar. It helps us in tasting various types of food. Tongue has taste cells on various parts to identify the taste. Okay. Now, make different solution of following items and pour them in different. Okay, this is an activity. I'm gonna skip the activity. Okay. We have functions of various parts, that is food pipe. Okay, stomach, small intestine. Okay, absorption in small intestine and large intestine. This much is all. Shall we finish this today? Shall we finish the chapter today? Yes, you'll have to sit with me a little bit more. Is that okay? Hannah and Johanna?
Yes, ma'am.
Hannah, what about you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Food pipe. The food taken by mouth is transferred to food. This brown things you can see now, this is food. Okay. This food with the food pipe goes to the chest. The contraction and expand. Now the food pipe, it contracts and expands. When it pushes the food further below, it contracts and expands, which helps in pushing the food down. Okay. Then stomach. Stomach is a thick-walled polythene-shaped organ. Thick walls. It has thick walls. It is flat and U-shaped. It looks somewhat like this. Okay. So it is U-shaped and flat, and it is the widest part of the food pipe. See, the food pipe is there coming, and then food pipe is coming, and then it takes the shape of the stomach. Okay. So you can see that the stomach is the widest part of the food pipe. Okay. Then one end connects to the food pipe and one end, this bottom end of the stomach, connects to the intestine. Okay. Connects to the intestine, the small intestine. Okay. When food reaches stomach, it secretes a type of digestive juice from internal walls, from the walls of the stomach. It secretes a digestive juice which has hydrochloric acid, okay, and mucus. Mucus provides security to the internal cell. Now, this is an acid, hydrochloric acid. The acid which helps in digesting our food is known as hydrochloric acid. Now, ma'am, this is an acid. Acid burns our skin, acid burns our organs. So, how does inside when it is secreted, how does the stomach is protected? The stomach is protected by another substance called mucus, which acts as a protective covering, and the acid cannot harm inside our stomach because of the mucus. Okay, mucus makes a covering, makes a layer of protection in the stomach so that the acid that is produced cannot harm our stomach. Okay, mucus provides security to the internal surface of stomach. Acid destroys those bacteria which reaches stomach with food. It also makes food acidic. Acidic food helps digestive juices in doing their activity. Digestive juices breaks the protein present in food into simpler substances. Okay, the food is broken down into more simpler form. Small intestine. See, this is the liver. This is the liver. This is the stomach. This green thing is the gallbladder. It doesn't look green actually. In real, it looks grayish. I've seen it. Okay, it looks grayish. How I've seen it? My grandma had an operation of a gallbladder where it was removed completely. So that time we saw the gallbladder. So it's actually some grayish color in real. This is the pipe that is related, joined with food. Right? This is the food pipe. Okay. This is the part of the stomach attached to small intestine. Attached small intestine. Just give me a minute. Okay. Okay. Now, what happens in the small intestine? Small intestine, the length is 7.5 meter. Okay. The length of the small intestine is 7.5 meter. You know, how much 7.5 meter is? It's a good amount of length. It's that big. That's folded inside us. Okay. Just a minute. Hello. हेलो. हाँ हाँ बोलिए. Yeah. So now Small intestine is about 7.5 meters in length. It is narrow and it has a spiral pipe. Okay. Now, the walls of the small intestine also secrete digestive juices. Okay, they help in the digestion of protein, carbohydrate, maltose, sucrose, and fat. Do you know that the food we eat has protein, it has carbs, carbohydrates, proteins, sugars, fats, all of that. If you like, next time you eat a chips or a biscuit, you can turn the packet and see. Behind it, it's written in what amount the carbohydrates is there, protein is there, energy is there, okay, fats is there, how much amount it's there. Okay, next time you eat a chips or a biscuit, check that out behind the wrapper. Okay, so all of that, to digest all of those things, the small intestine releases digestive juices. Okay, they release digestive juices. Then we have liver, which is a gland of deep red color. And liver is the biggest gland in human body. The rest of the glands are small. Okay. It's found in the upper part of the stomach and is on the left side of stomach. Okay. This makes genic juices, which are stored in one part of the liver, which is called gallbladder. During the digestion process, genic juices is sent from gallbladder to small intestine. And the genic juice plays an important role in digestion of fat. This juice helps in the digestion of fat. Gallbladder prepares it. Okay, gallbladder prepares it. Now, pancreas is also a gland. Okay, one more thing. This yellow thing that you can see here is pancreas. Okay, they secrete a juice called pancreatic juice. Okay, pancreas secrete a juice called pancreatic juice. It affects carbohydrates and protein. Due to this, protein gets transformed into simple form. To digest carbohydrates, carbs, and proteins, pancreatic juice helps. To digest fats, genic juice helps. Okay. Food is digested partially by means of these digestive juices. Partially means half. Half of the food is digested in the small intestine. Okay, half the food is digested in the small intestine. The rest of the digestion takes place in the above part of small intestine. Where food reaches the lower part of small intestine, it gets digested fully. Okay, see, when in the above part of the intestine, some digestion takes place. Then the food moves to the lower part of the intestine where all the digestion takes place. Okay, carbohydrate changes to simple sugar like glucose. Fat is changed to fatty acid, and glycerol. Protein changes to amino acid. This is important. Okay, carbohydrate is a complex form. Glucose is more simpler form of the food. Fat is a complex form. Fatty acid is more simpler form. And protein is the complex form and amino acid is more simpler form. So this is how in the digestion process, the complex food components, the complex food gets converted into simple food. Complex food gets changed into simple food. Okay. Now see, absorption in small intestine. How the absorption in small intestine takes place. Digested food is absorbed by blood vessels on the walls of small intestine. This process is known as absorption. Okay. Now see, we know that the food that we eat has some nutrients that our body needs. Okay, doesn't mean that whatever food we eat, we just excrete all of it. Okay, we eat food, we excrete. We eat food, we excrete. That's true. Okay, but before excretion, absorption takes place. Food absorb, excrete. That's how it works. Okay, absorb means that the nutrients, the important things are taken in our blood. Okay, that is taken into our blood. the nutrition, the vitamin, all that, the protein that's in the food goes in our blood to give us strength. Now, digested food is absorbed by blood vessels on the walls of small intestine. Why blood vessel? Because it ultimately goes to the blood. This process is called absorption. Small intestine has the structure of curved fingers in the internal wall. This is known as plumule. These blood vessels enlarge the base area for absorption of digested food. These are known as plumule. Okay, these absorb it. These are blood vessels and plumules. Okay, absorbed food from plumule goes to vessels. Blood vessels take absorbed elements to the heart. Okay, by the way to liver. From there, they are sent to various parts of the body. You know that all the blood from our body goes to the heart, okay, and then through the heart it is pumped to the rest of the body once again. Okay, do you know that? The deoxygenated blood goes to the heart puts oxygen in it, becomes oxygen rich blood, and then it is pumped to the rest of the body. The same way this absorbed blood goes to the heart, and then the heart pumps it to the rest of the body of the humans. Okay, these are used to make complex elements. This is known as assimilation. Okay, I will explain you assimilation separately, so don't worry about it. Okay, I'll discuss assimilation process with you separately. In this process, glucose is broken in the internal part of cell with the help of oxygen. Okay, in the assimilation process, glucose in the presence of oxygen is broken in the body to give water, CO2 and energy, to release water, CO2 and energy. So what happens in the small intestine? Big story short, in small intestine, all the protein, the carbohydrate, the sucrose, maltose, and fat are absorbed. Okay, and then it is absorbed by the blood vessels, and the blood vessels take it to the heart, which then pumps it to the rest of the body. Okay, that's what happens in the. It also releases various juices, pancreatic juices and genic juices, which helps in the digestion of these components. Okay, I know this may sound a lot right now, but it is easy. Like after the class, I want you to read this in the evening. Sit and read this in the evening. Okay, so it will become more clear. Okay, I'll just send a video also. I'll show you a video next time we'll meet about digestion to make it more clear visually also. Okay, now big intestine. Now the part of food which does not get digested or absorbed goes to big intestine. See, most of the food, most of the components is absorbed in the small intestine. What is left goes into big intestine. Big intestine is smaller, okay, but wider in comparison to small intestine. Now see this interesting fact about intestine. Okay, small intestine. Small intestine is 7.5 meter. Big intestine is just 1.5 meter. So ma'am, why the small one is big and the big one is small? This is narrow. This is wide. That is why. Okay. That is why. Don't laugh, huh? The small one is narrow and the big one is wide. Okay. That is why the small one is called, narrow one is called small intestine. The wider one is called big intestine. Okay. Now, the main work of the big intestine is to absorb water and salts. Okay, water and salts such as sodium. Okay, water, sodium, all of this is absorbed in the big intestine. See, small intestine, small one absorbs protein, carbohydrates, carbs, fats, maltose. The bigger one just absorbs salts in water. Salts such as sodium and water. Okay. Now, the undigested, so after the absorption takes place of the salt and water in the big intestine, there is nothing left of the food. Okay. All the important things have been absorbed. All the important things have been absorbed in the small and the large intestine. What's remaining is excreted through the anal passage. Okay, through the anal passage, whatever is left is excreted. Okay, this gets out of the human body by anal, and this is known as excretion. Okay, when the digested food, like the food that is waste now, okay, comes out of the body, that is known as excretion. Okay, now tell me, is there any doubt in the 5 categories of human digestion? Intake, eating the food; digestion, absorption in the small intestine. Absorption, when I say, it's the small intestine; utility, large intestine; and excretion. Any doubt? We talked about mouth, we talked about teeth, types of teeth. We talked about tongue and taste buds. Then we talked about food pipe, we talked about stomach, we talked about small intestine and the large intestine, the big intestine. Okay, any doubt in these topics till now?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. Okay, so we will stop here for today. Homework is also 11.3. 11.2 and 11.3.
Can you send it to the WhatsApp?
Yes, I'll send it on WhatsApp. Okay. And the in-text questions, the terminal questions, we will discuss when we will meet in the next class. Okay. Right now, the homework is 11.2 and 11.1. Okay. Okay, so that's all for you all today. See you all after the holidays.
So next class is June 3, right?
Next class is June 3. Yes. See you all. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.